Welcome back YouTube family, and in this video we are going to cover next category practice test. As you know that in our last video we have covered some categories and our next category name is other types of vehicle. So currently I am on this car test pages, and here at the bottom of this page you can see that other types of vehicles category is showing. I just need to click on this and this will start the questions related to these categories. So our first question is, what should you do if you want to overtake a long slow moving vehicle on a busy road? And the correct answer is option A. Next one, our question number 2 is, what should you do if you overtake a cyclist when the weather is very windy? The correct answer is allow extra room. Option C is the correct option. Next question. Question number 3. You are leaving a safe gap as you follow a large vehicle. What should you do if the car moves into this gap? The correct answer is option D. Drop back further. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Question number 4. What should you do as you approach this lorry as it is given in the image below? So you need to slow down and be prepared to wait. Option A is the correct one. Next question. You are following a long vehicle approaching a crossroad. What should you do if the driver signals right but moves close to the left hand curb? The correct answer is wait behind the long vehicle. Option A is the correct one. Next question. What should you do if there is a bus at the bus stop ahead of you? The correct answer is option C, which is watch carefully of the sudden appearance of pedestrians. Option C is the correct option. Next question. Question number 7. You are approaching a mini roundabout. What should you do if a long vehicle in front signals left but position over to the right? The correct answer is you need to keep well back. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Question number 8. You are traveling behind a bus. What should you do if it pulls up to the bus stop? The correct answer is look for pedestrians. Option A is the correct one. Next question. Question number 9. Why should drivers be more careful on roads where trams also operate? The correct answer is option A. Next one. You are following a large vehicle as it is approaches a crossroad. What should you do if the driver signals to turn left? The correct answer is wait for the vehicle to finish their turning. Next one. Question 11. Which vehicles are latest likely to be affected by side wind? The vehicles which are affected by side winds are the cars. Cars are the vehicle which are mostly affected by wind. Next one. You are waiting to turn right out of the mirror road. It's clear to the left, but a lorry is coming from the right. Why should you wait even if you have enough time to turn? Why you need to wait? In this situation, any time overtaking the lorry will hidden from the view. Option A is the correct one. Next question. You are following a long vehicle as it approaches a crossroad. What should you do if it signals left but moves out to the right? If they are showing a signal left and they are moving to the right, in this situation you need to stay well back and give it the room. Option A is the correct one. Next one. Question number 14. What should you be prepared to do in this situation? The situation is shown in the image. What do you need to do in this situation? For this situation, you need to slow down and give way to this vehicle. Option C is the correct one. Next one. You are following a lorry on a wet road. Okay. What should you do when spray makes it difficult to see the road ahead? In this case, you must need to drop back until you see better. Option D is the correct one. You always need to be safe your vehicle and yourself. So here, drop back. You need to be remain in the back until you see better. Next one. You are driving on a single carriageway road. Why should you keep well back when you are following a large vehicle? When you are following a large vehicle, why you need to remain back? Because to get the best view of the road ahead. Because when you are very close, you cannot get the full view. So to get the best complete view, you need to remain back from that vehicle. Next one. Question number 17. Why is it more difficult to overtake a large vehicle as compared to car? It will take longer to overtake a large vehicle. Okay, this one is correct. Next one. Question 18. You are towing a car van. What is the safest type of rear view mirror to use? The safest way is to extended arm side mirror. Next. It's very windy. The weather is very windy. What should you do if you are behind a motorcyclist who's overtaking a high-sided vehicle? It needs to be stay level with the motorcyclist. Keep well back. The correct answer is keep well back. Option D is the correct one. Next. Question number 20. You are driving a heavy traffic on a wet road. Which light should you use if there is a lot of surface spray? If the spray is a lot, then in this case you need to use dipped headlights. Option A is the correct option. Next question. Question number 21. What should you do when you are approaching a bus that are signaling to make away from the bus stop? The correct option is allow it, pull away if it is safe to do so. Next. And guys, here you can see that all the questions which is related to this other types of vehicle category we have covered in these quizzes. In our upcoming videos, we have a plan to cover maximum categories and the maximum quizzes which are mentioned in this website and which will help you to prepare for this quiz. So don't forget to subscribe our channel. We will come back in our new video with upcoming content. Till that, goodbye. Welcome back YouTube family. Thank you so much for showing love in our recent videos, and I ask you to subscribe our channel and also press the bell icon so you get the notification whenever we upload our new video. So in this video we came back with a new question, and in this video we are going to cover a next category. So let's see the category name. When you come to this car test page, here at the bottom of this page you will see that the categories are mentioned. And in the last video we have covered other types of vehicle categories. So now let's start road and traffic sign questions. Our first question is, which signs means you have priority over oncoming vehicle? The signs are given here. You can see that for oncoming vehicle, the sign which is represented by this one is option C. Next. What does this sign means? This sign is actually represented by no buses and cycles allowed, no, with follow bus and cycle lane. Option D is the correct one. Next. Our next question is, what does the white arrow on the road means? Actually, the white arrow means return to your side of the road. Next one. You are approaching a junction where the traffic lights aren't working. What should you do when a police officer gives this signal? When police officer gives you this signal, then stop at the stop line, definitely. Option B is the correct option. Next one. What does this sign means? This sign is represented by give way to tramps. Next one. You are driving in busy traffic. You want to pull up just after a junction on the left. When should you use signal? When should you use signal? You use signal as you are passing or just after the junction. Option D. Next one. What should you do when you see this sign at a crossroad? So in this case we need to carry on with great care. This is actually the warning sign. So we need to pass with extra careful intention. Next one. Okay, how should you give an arm signal to turn left? Okay, options are given, images are given. So let's see that the options are given. The arm signal to turn left. Okay, for the left side, you use the signal which is represented by as it's showing in option B. Okay, option B is the correct option. What do these zigzag white lines mean? Zigzag white lines means that no parking at any time. Next one. You are on a motorway, a lorry has stopped in a right hand lane. What should you do when you see this sign on the lorry? You need to pass the lorry on the left, option A. Next one. Okay, our next question is what does this sign means? And here you see that you have shown two different signs. Ignore this first image and let's go with the second image. Our question is related to this sign. What does this sign means? This sign is used for route for tramps only. Option B is the correct option. Next question. What does this sign means? And this stay in line which is clearly represented that contraflow system. Next. What does this sign means? Actually, this sign is represented by distance to parking place ahead. Option D is the correct option. Next question. What would you find these road markings? These road markings, what we find here, these are the at a mini roundabout. Option A is the correct one. Next, you are in a tunnel and you see this sign. What does it mean? Actually, this sign is represented by direction to an emergency pedestrian exists. Option B is the correct option. Next question. What is the purpose of triangle shaped signs? This triangle shaped sign is represented by to give warnings. For this, this is used for the warning purpose. Next one. How can you identify traffic signs that give orders? Actually, you identify they are circular with the red border. Option D is the correct option. Next. Which signs means that the national speed limit applied? National speed limit applies by option A. The sign A is represented. Next one. What is a stop sign? Okay, stop sign is given here in the option B. What does this sign with the brown background shown? Okay, it means that tourist direction. Next one. Which sign means there is a double bend ahead? Sign A, no, B, C. Okay, double bend is represented by this sign B. Option D is the correct one. Next question. What should you be aware of if you just pass this sign? Okay, this sign means that all traffic is going on one direction. Option A is the correct one. Next, what does this sign means? This sign is represented by no overtaking. If this sign is you see, you don't need to overtake. Next, you see this amber traffic light ahead. Which light or lights will come on next? Or okay, after this yellow line, which color light will come next? The correct answer is red alone. Option C is the correct one. Next, what does this sign means? We know that this sign is represented by pass either side to get the same direction. Next, what does this traffic sign means? Okay, this traffic sign is represented by compulsory maximum speed limit. And our next symbol is represented by it's represented by no parking on the days and times shown. So during these times you don't need to park your own vehicle. Next, what does this sign means? This sign is represented by a vehicle may park fully on the verge or foot away. Option C is the correct one. Next question. Which sign means that pedestrians may be walking along the road? This one is represented by option C. Okay, we have selected the wrong answer. Please correct this one. Actually, the correct answer is we can see that the detail when you pass pedestrians on the road, leave plenty of room. You might have to use the right hand side of the road. So in this case, option B is correct. Please correct this one. Option B sign is correct here. Next question. You are waiting at T junction. What should you do if the vehicle is coming from the right with its left indicator flashing? Indicator is flashing left and the vehicle is coming from the right. What you need to do in this case? You need to wait until the vehicle starts to turn. Option A is the correct one. Next, what does the sign of ring road? Okay, the sign of ring road is clearly represented with the symbol R, which is option B. Our next question is, what does a red traffic light mean? Okay, red traffic light is represented by you must stop and behind the stop line. Next one, which signs inform you that you are coming to no through road? The correct option is option D. What does this sign means? This sign means that tramps only. Next, at traffic light, what does it means when the amber light shone on its own? It is represented by a stop at the stop line. Option B. Next one, what does this T signs means? This T signs means that no through road. Option C is the correct one. Next, our next symbol, this one is represented by hump bridge. Next one, next symbol, and this symbol is represented by contraflow bus lane. Option A is the correct option. This sign and this one is represented by a steep hill downwards. Next symbol, and this one is represented by no right turn. Option C is the correct one. Next question, what does this sign means? Okay, this sign is represented by parking area for cars, no, direction to the bus, direction to the park and right car park. Option D is the correct one. Next question, our next symbol is, and this one is represented by lane for heavy and slow vehicle. Option A. What does this sign means? And this sign is represented by you have priority over vehicle coming towards you. Option C is the correct option. What does this junction have a stop sign or a stop line on the road? The correct option is visibility along the major road is restricted. Option D is the correct one. Next question. You are approaching a traffic light and the red light is showing. What signals will show next? The next signal is red and amber. Next one. What does this signal means? Okay, this signal is represented by tramps must stop. Next one. This sign is represented by, which is clearly represented by its the character which is written on this symbol itself, which is end of restriction. Next one, what's the national speed limit on a single carriageway road? The national speed limit is defined as 60 mph. What does this sign means? This sign is represented by the right hand lane is closed. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Okay, our next question is, which sign means there will be two-way traffic crossing your route ahead? The correct answer is the symbol number 3, which is option C. Next, our next symbol is represented by zebra crossing. Next one, and our next symbol is applied to do high vehicles. And this symbol is represented by two-way traffic straight ahead. Option B is the correct option. Next one. You are on a motorway. What should you do if there is a red cross showing on the sign above your lane only? In this situation, what you need to do? You need to don't continue in that line. Option C is the correct one. Next, what does it mean if you see the signal on a motorway? Okay, mostly we see that signals on a motorway, and it means that leave the motorway at the next exit. What's the reason for a hashed area along the center of the road? It means that it separates traffic flowing on opposite direction. Next one. What does this sign mean? This sign is represented by T junction. Okay, which sign means turn left ahead? Which sign is represented for the left ahead movement? Option number C. Next, who has priority when traffic lights are out of order? When traffic lights are out of order, then nobody can has priority. Option A. Next one, which vehicle is stationary? When may use its horn? The correct option is when another road user poses a danger. Option B. Okay, which of these signs warns you a zebra crossing? For zebra crossing, option D. This question is repeated. So our next question is how to do long white lines along the center of the road means. It means hazard warning. Option A. Next one. What does this motorway sign means? Okay, this sign means which is 50 is represented by the speed limit, which is in mph, and temporarily this is the maximum speed limit. Next one. A police car is following you. What should you do if a police officer flashes the headlights and point to the left? In this case, you need to pull up to the left side. Next one. What should you do when you see this sign and you travel along a motorway? Okay, this one is represented for leave the motorway at the next exit. Next one. This symbol, which is showing the red lights flashing signals, we find this because it's in level crossing. Option A. Okay, this sign's no stopping. Which sign is no stopping? Okay, no stopping sign is B. We know that. Next one. Other drivers may sometimes flash their headlights at you. What's the official meaning of this signal? The official meaning of this signal is they are warning you of their presence, which is option number C. Next one. This sign is represented by a quayside or a river bank. Next one. What information would be shown in a triangular road sign? This triangular shows that the road is narrow. Next one. Our next question is, you are at a junction controlled by traffic lights. When should you wait for the green light? You wait when your exit from the junction is blocked. Option B. Next one. Okay, this sign is represented by end of 20 mph zone. Next one. Our next symbol, and this symbol is represented by end of restricted parking area. Option D is the correct option. Next question. Next symbol. In winter, road signs can become covered by snow. What does this sign means? Okay, this sign means that you need to stop. Next one. Our next symbol, and this sign is represented by level crossing with gate or barrier. Which sign means the end of a dual carriageway? The correct answer is option D. Next one. What does this sign means? This sign is represented by no motorways, motorcycles. Okay, what shape are traffic signs giving order? The correct answer is option B. Next one. This sign is represented by crossroad. Our next question is, where would you use the road marking? The road marking is used on a road humps, option A. Next one. This sign is actually represented by, this one is represented by maximum speed limit with traffic calming. Option B is the correct option. Next one. What does this sign mean? This sign is no through road on the left side. Option C is the correct one. Next. What does the white line along the side of the road indicates? It indicates that the edge of the carriageway. Option D. Next one. This sign is represented by beware of trams. Next. Okay, what does this sign mean? This sign is represented by water across the road. Option C. Next. Our next question is, which arm signals tells you that the car you are following is going to pull up? To pull up, the arm signals is this signal. Option D is the correct one. Next one. This sign is represented by no stopping. You don't need to stop. Next. And this sign is represented by the end of motorway. Next one. When may you sound your vehicle horn? Your vehicle horn should be horn when to warn others because of your presence. Option C. Next one. Why should you make sure that your indicators are cancelled after turning at a junction? The correct answer is to avoid mislead other road users. Option D. Next one. What should you do when you are approaching traffic lights that have red and amber showing together? The correct option is wait for the green light. Next one. This sign is represented by humps on the road. Next one. This sign is represented by side winds. Option A is the correct one. Next. This sign, traffic sign, is represented by give priority to oncoming traffic. This symbol is represented by risk of ice. Option C is the correct one. Let's jump into the next question, and our next question is, when may you cross a double solid white line in the middle of the road? In the middle of the road, the correct answer is option number D. To pass the road maintenance vehicle traveling at 10 mph or less than 10 mph. Option D is the correct option. Next one. This symbol is represented by no entry. This symbol with the red color is represented by no entry. Next one. Okay, our next symbol is, and this one is represented by minimum speed is 30 mph. This symbol road marking means, it means that you are approaching a hazard. Option C. Next one, and this symbol actually represent that waiting restriction apply. Option D is the correct one. Next question. What does this arm signal mean? This signal is driver intent to turn left. Option A is the correct option. Next one. What messages are given by circular traffic signs that have a blue background? For blue background, the correct option is to give mandatory instructions. Next one. What does 25 means in the motorway sign? Okay, this 25 means that the number of the next junctions which are coming next. Next question. How should the right hand lane of the 3-lane motorway be used? The right hand lane is used as an overtaking lane. Which diagram shows a hazard warning line? Hazard warning lines shows that the option number sign number A, which is option A. Next, which sign shows that you are entering a one-way system? You are entering a one-way system. The correct option is, the correct signal is option sign number B. Next one. Our next question is, you stopped at a railway level crossing. What should you do if the red lights continue to flash after a train has gone by? You need to be wait. Option C. When may you use hazard warning lights while you are driving? You need to use hazard warning lights on a motorway or unrestricted dual carriageway to warn the hazard ahead. Option D is the correct option. Next question. This sign is represented by two-way traffic crosses in one-way road. Next one. This sign is represented by roundabout, which is option B. Next question. This sign is represented by no motor vehicles. Next question. Where would you find green reflective studs on a motorway? You can find at a slippery road entrance or the exits. Option D is the correct one. Next question. Which shape is used for give way sign? Okay, give way sign, option A. Yes, only option A. Signal A is used for give way sign. Which type of sign tells you that you must not do? Definitely red color. Next one. What does this line across the road at the entrance of the roundabout means? Okay, this means that give way to traffic from the right side. Option C. Our next question is the next symbol, which is represented by cycle route ahead. D. Next one. You are about to overtake. What should you do when you see this sign? Okay, this sign is used by hidden dip, which is hold back until you can see clearly ahead. Option B. Next one, which is the no entry sign? No entry sign is sign number C. Next one, you are on the left hand lane at a traffic lights waiting to turn left. Which signals means you must wait? You must wait. The signal is this signal D, which is option D. Next question. What does this motorway sign means? It means that change to the lane your left, on your left hand side. Option A is the correct option. And guys, this is the last question of this quiz, and this last symbol is represented by side winds. And guys, we have covered all the questions which are related to road and traffic sign test, and in our upcoming videos we will cover all other categories which are remaining yet. So don't forget to subscribe our channel. We will meet you in our next video with the new content. Till that, goodbye.